Hey, Ratik, what's up, man? How are you? Good. All right. So we'll start. Great. Okay. Okay, let's start. Good evening, everyone. I think you're all having a great day today, and it's a Friday. Friday, as usual, a very happy day. A warm welcome to Cornerstone Weaving Workplace. Right, it's 5:30 on a Friday, and November 14th is today. And we're all winding down the week, but we're also looking up for something nice. And that is why I'm here. I'm your host, Mr.Rudhra, and you're tuned into DC Live that believes in we care, we share, and we are on air. Another episode of Cornerstone Weaving Workplace. And today, when you look around, you might notice something special. It is Children's Day. A day dedicated to the purest form of joy, curiosity, potential. And that, my friends, gives us the theme for today's Cornerstone episode, which is the child in you. Yeah, you heard it right. The theme today is called Child in You. Okay. We're going to talk about a powerful version of you. I call the child in you as the powerful version. That's usually forgotten when we put on our business attire, open our laptops, step into the professional world. We have a different personality, but we're going to talk about the child in you, because this is about finding a better way to work and live and be a better version of you. And that's what I'm going to talk about over the next few minutes. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the child is an inspiration. Let's start off with a simple idea. Think about a child you know, maybe a nephew, a neighbor, or even picture yourself when you were small. What do you see? What do you see about yourself or that child? What I see when I do this is a little kid who tries to learn something new, falls down, gets right back up. I think about trying my first bicycle. Sat on the bicycle, fell down, broke my knees and knuckles, got up, brushed it off, and then sat on the bicycle seat again to ride it. Because there's no fear of falling. There's only the excitement of trying. That child is an inspiration. That version of mine is an inspiration for me. And that's the child. That's the first thing we often lose as grown-ups. The genuine belief that every challenge is just a game that you haven't won yet. Okay. The child in you is an incredible source of inspiration to grow, both personally and professionally. Look at the curiosity. A child asks why 100 times a day. In the workplace, we stop asking that why. We accept the way things have always been done. The child in you prompts you to look at a complicated procedure and ask, is there a simpler way to build this? That question is the start of innovation. It's how we improve systems and processes. Look at the energy when you were as a kid and you're now, or probably just a neighborhood kid. Children don't overthink. They just play. They bring full energy to whatever they're doing. The adult version needs to schedule it, analyze it, sometimes overthink about it. Keeping that inner spark alive means bringing genuine enthusiasm to your projects, not just going through the motions. Okay. We're not talking about being immature here. We're talking about harnessing pure, unclouded energy for your growth. Never let that child in you sleep. Okay, don't let them sleep. That's the first thing. The next thing, finding happiness and joy. When was the last time you found pure, unadulterated happiness in something small? Maybe it was just a perfect cup of coffee, the sun shining on your desk after a week of rain. For a child, these small moments happen constantly. This is the essential thing for a child. Now ask yourself, does the child in you finds this happiness within you and around? Because as adults, we tend to put a happiness on a project roadmap. I'll be happy when the promotion comes. Or I'll relax when this quarter ends. The inner child doesn't operate on future conditions. They operate on the present moment. That's very important. Think about how this translates to your work life. The power of simplicity. A child is thrilled by a simple cardboard box. An adult waits for the expensive toy inside. In our careers, this means finding satisfaction in completing a simple task well, helping a colleague, or getting constructive feedback. That truly moves the needle. It's about finding satisfaction in the process, not just the outcome. The joy of connection. Children make friends easily. There's no professional hierarchy or complex agenda. It's just, do you want to play? It's a question. And the other person says yes. And there starts building trust and having genuine positive interactions with a colleague or professional playmates, right? Makes the workday so much richer and less stressful. We need to look upon our screens and truly see the person next to us. Okay, great. Now, holding up to that inner child means giving yourself permission to be present and appreciate the small wins, the good people around you, the simple structure of how your day looks like. Great. Now, the child in you also does something else for you, which is finding a better version of you. Great. And we're talking about the incredible power of your inner child. Let's talk about the business of this. You constantly strive to build the better versions of ourselves. We take courses, read books, seek mentors, but sometimes the best mentor is that little version of you. The child in you is a version that helps you build the better version of you. How? Let me tell you 3 simple views or lenses on it. Okay? Honesty and clarity. When a child is upset, you know it. When they're happy, you know it. They don't hide their feelings beyond a corporate jargon or a fixed mind. So the inner child encourages us to practice authentic communication. Speaking the truth doesn't mean you have to be harsh. You can speak the truth kindly. Being clear about our needs and expectations and not letting small misunderstandings turn into large problems. Being clear, honest, simplifies a lot of complex situations. The child always has unbreakable resilience. I think we just spoke about it a while ago when we said you tried your first bicycle, you fell, you broke your knee and your knuckles, you just walked, you just stood up, brushed it with your hand and you started driving. Okay. Now, you didn't know whether you're good at riding a bicycle, but you did it. You didn't tell yourself, I'm not good at this. You just say, hey, you know what? I just need to get onto the seat of it. That was it. That's like viewing setbacks as a learning opportunity. Adjust the approach. Understand what is to be needed. Try a new path. That's exactly the bicycle example. Imagination and play. Creativity in its purest form is when you were a kid. You could just go ahead and try, making, as a child, I'm sure a lot of us did this. We had a sheet of paper, you had some matchboxes and you start building a spaceship with that, arranging the matchboxes. That's how creative you could get. But you've lost that creativity now because we just stuck with the routine. Embracing creativity and adaptability genuinely keeps you happier, not only at work, but beyond work. Lastly, I'm just going to talk about the, a practical application, a simple challenge. So how do you keep this amazing, insightful, and resilient part of you, which is your inner child, which is the child in you active? It's easy to talk about it. Most of us would say that, but harder to practice when the clock is ticking and the deadlines are looming. Use a simple, no-cost challenge for the week ahead. Let's keep this as an inspiration for the child in you. The why day. Choose one recurring task or process this week and ask why 5 times about it. Something that you keep doing, just ask yourself, why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? Ask the 5 whys, right? In fact, this why is called a RCA, right? Now, ask why 5 times about it as a child. Why do we fill out this form? Why do we meet for an hour? Why does the system do it this way? Why don't have to change anything? Just uncover this logic. You'll be surprised how often the answer is simply because we always have done it this way. Ask that 5 whys every time you want to do something, or at least ask this once this week. Now next, the 5-minute wonder. Schedule just 5 minutes in your day, maybe right after a tough meeting, to simply do something you enjoy. Do a doodle. Just walk. Just walk. Get up off your chair and start stretching. Look out of the window. Gaze at the tree waving. Or just watch a short clip that you like. Just 5 minutes of your unstructured mental break. This is your inner child's designated playtime. Let your mind play like a child. The yes and attitude. When a colleague brings a difficult or new idea to the table, instead of immediately listening reasons why it won't work, respond with S. And it's like creating a story after that. Yes, and what if we added this component? It forces you to build an idea, not tear it down. Remember, never let the child in you sleep. It is the source of your resilience, your happiness, and your potential growth. And that's a Children's Day special at DC Live from Rudhra, from the Detach desk for you people from DC Live. Okay. You've spent the last few minutes thinking about, I was talking to the little version of all the listeners. The one who wasn't afraid to try, who found joy in simple, and who possessed boundless curiosity. Take that spirit with you as we celebrate the Children's Day on a Friday evening and head into the weekend. Everything happens with manifestations, and empowerment is what the today's world says. So empower yourself. Give your permission to be a little kid that you were, to be curious, a little bit more resilient, and a lot more present. The best version of you is waiting for the inner child of yours to lead the way. Thank you, people, for tuning into the Cornerstone Weaving Workplace on this Friday evening. I hope you feel good and great about this Children's Day special that we had on this episode, and ready to start your Monday. All right. Great. That's all I had for this. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend and a happy Children's Day. Until next Friday, we meet at 5:30 on Cornerstone Weaving Workplace. This is Rudhra signing off on DC Live, where we care, we share, and we are on air. Thank you.
Thank you, Rudhra. Thank you.
Hey, you're there, Srilekha? I didn't realize you were there. Otherwise,
I'm a child, right? So
Sorry?
I become a child actually.
You become a child after listening to this?
Yeah,
Never let the child in you.
definitely.
Great. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah. So you can see there is a change in my voice. Even I feel better. Yeah.
You got moved by it?
Yes.
Great. Nice. Wonderful.
When you are a child, you will not sit in a place, right?
I know. Right.
Now our brain are not in a, I mean, it's wavering, but these memories and the way you took us, like it's somewhere you go past and realize what we are missing currently. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Thanks, Rudra, as usual. Thanks for
Anytime. I'm always happy, and I always pull a surprise for you, right? So
yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, great. Then thanks for having me, Srilekha. As always, being happy to be on DC Live. Thank you so much for having me. Happy Children's Day to you as well. Thanks. Yeah, people. Bye.
Thank you, Rudra. Thank you. Wish you the same. Thanks a lot.